Hey guys, here I am back again with my crate of tea. Sorry about that. I can't wait for this. I hope one day my nose will not be running. But anyway, sorry. Hope that's not too gross in my video. Sorry. The point of this video is about how I try and take too many things on and always come up with these grandiose plans or dreams, especially in my mind. And I think like when I wanted to, my idea about setting up YouTube was to have fun with it and try and be free and flexible, as I've talked about before. So sometimes I'm not enjoying it quite as much as I was hoping. Every now and then I am, but sometimes I'm like, I try and take on ideas. I think I want to get things done so quickly and take on too much. I think someone described wanting to get things done too quickly as like trying to cross the bridge before it's made. Or Rome was, you could say like things like Rome wasn't built in a day. Whereas I've said in my title, like one thing at a time, try to do one thing at a time rather than take everything on. So yeah, I'm not sure why I do that, but as soon as I come up with an idea, I just want to do something with it. I always want to write, and then sometimes I get writer's block. I get frustrated with myself if I don't do at least a little bit of writing. I hope to do at least an hour on writing every day, preferably as much as possible. And today's an example where I thought of a lot of ideas about what sort of content I wanted to cover. For some reason, I didn't get it on paper as much as I wanted to, and I couldn't get it onto paper as quick as I wanted to, or as much as I wanted to, or even at all. But yeah, I was thinking of, like, say for instance, a controversial idea of mine about talking about enforced taxes being like robbery, and giving an example of how if I went to you and I said I want a percentage of your money, again I think I've covered this in some of my other videos. If I say to you I want a percentage of your money, and then you don't pay it, and I'll say okay, I'm going to give you a fine, make you pay more. If you don't pay that, I'm going to lock you up, or without wanting to be too, dare I say, kinky about it, I'm going to lock you up or tie you up or something like that. Or I'm trying to think of an example of if an individual or group of people taxed people. So I think it's a robbery or theft that we kind of accept or allow. So to me, the government really robs people in two ways. One, through taxation, and telling you what to do with your money, and the rules and laws and things like that. And the second one is through wars, where we take over other countries and we take their resources. So I'm very much anti-war for various reasons. One, it hurts a lot of people. I think it affects the poor. Poor people normally pay for it, and a few people make a lot of money from it. So it is one area where, as I've talked about before, if anyone watches from abroad, they might not quite know this. So please forgive me if I'm talking about something that might not resonate with you if you're not from the UK. But for those who follow British politics, we've got Jeremy Corbyn, who's a bit like, he's quite a socialist. Many call him a Marxist. Or say socialism and communism are pretty much the same thing. As some people say, socialism, the goal of socialism is communism. I don't want to slag off people for their political beliefs. I want to respect all beliefs, but so I'm sure, hopefully, he means well. But he's the equivalent of Bernie Sanders here in the UK. So he wants higher tax on that. So I don't quite agree with him on those kind of things. I don't think, but being quite libertarian. But I do agree with him in terms of taking on wars. I want to help people, and I think, as I talked about before in some of my previous videos. Sorry about my runny nose. But I talked about wanting to help people and how if you support my channel, you will be helping other people. So if you want to support other people, it's good to support my channel, in my opinion. But the way I want to do it, and that's one of the reasons why I want to do this, run this YouTube channel, is as well as making myself be financially independent and all that, not relying on benefits and not relying on the taxpayer being forced to give me money and things like that, and actually to do stuff for myself as well. But also because some of the videos I want to make will be about helping people without forcing people to help people. So if people do choose of their own free will, their own freedom to watch my channel and support my channel, my videos and all that, then I will be, as I've talked about before, giving a lot of that money to charity. And that is a promise. Like, obviously, if people find out I've been lying, if I was lying about it and then people found out, they can always say, oh, this guy's not giving any money to charity. And after that, my channel would obviously be, I'm sure, my channel would then be no one watching. I wouldn't blame them if you found that I'm being disingenuous about things. So I will be giving a lot of the profits away to charity. But yeah, so I was thinking about that, about a few, and I thought of a few titles like enforced tax is robbery, and I wanted to double question mark it because I wanted to make people think about what their opinion is and not really force my opinion onto other people. I don't think that's what libertarians should do. And also, then I came up with other thoughts, which I can't remember. But as I say, trying to take on too many things, I come up with too many ideas. Can't remember what the other thing. And then, but yeah, I thought of like 3 titles, like enforced taxation is robbery, again double question mark. I thought of specific titles like I think there were 3 different titles about enforced taxes being about being robbery, and also violation of freedom. That was it, and things like that. So I can't remember what the third one was, but in brackets I would say and a violation of freedom or free choice, because you're not choosing to help other people. The government's making help other people. I want people to do what they want as much as possible with their money, time, body, effort, energy, to have as much freedom and free choice as possible. So I think, although I want to help people, and I want to, especially homeless people, disabled people, as I've talked about, and all that, it's not in a way which a socialist or / communist or whatever would want to help people through higher taxes or things like that. And I think if I said that, I do support higher taxes or more regulation or things like that, I think I would be being disingenuous with people who watch the video. Again, I'll try and be as honest as possible. So again, not everyone will agree with my opinion. Like my dad's, God bless him, but he's quite the socialist. So I think, when it comes to politics, we don't. I try and avoid the subject. Like if he talks about politics, I kind of zone off or talk about something else, or try and focus on football or something else. But yeah, so I was thinking of making some videos, and then, as I say, suddenly my mind sort of went into overdrive, and I started to think of more and more ideas. And I was thinking, which one should I cover? Like I'm thinking of like POC, people of colour, for South Africa and reasons people of colour to support South Africa. Case for rebuilding Iraq, like helping, and I mean literally helping Iraq to build buildings to help homeless people, anti-imperial buildings, entrepreneurship and all that, to make up for the fact that we invaded them. So someone who lives in the West, or the fact that they were invaded by people, and I sort of want to make up for that. So I want to make YouTube videos if I can. Hopefully, again, if they make any money, they will be, as much as possible, they will be going towards supporting Iraq to rebuild their homes and their businesses that have been destroyed through war as much as possible. Against South Africa, I think there was, as far as I'm aware, like a lot of places where the blacks, indigenous South Africans, were forcibly removed from their homes, and I think it would be great to fundraise as much as possible to try and, if I can, rebuild some of those homes that they were kicked out and sort of make up for it. So my politics really is not really left wing or right wing. I don't think. I think it's more kind of, well, it's kind of a bit both. It's sort of in the centre. I'm kind of fiscally very libertarian, conservative, free will, let people choose what they want to do. I'm also an anti-imperialist. I'm a pro-republic supporter, as in I support republics around the world. Not Republican as in the American system, but as in republics. Well, America, funny enough, being a republic, and India and China and countries like that. Although I might disagree with, if I'm honest, about some of China's human rights. But I'll say you can probably see right now that I come up with so many different thoughts and different things. And I think it probably is a dyslexia and struggled, dyspraxia trait. Having so many ideas, it's difficult to sort of almost keep up with myself. So that's one of the reasons why I sort of think of lists and talk about lists and write lists and things like that, because then it helps me to organize all these thoughts and to try and focus. And I think the lists hopefully help me at least a little bit. I know sometimes, again, with the lists, I take on so many lists, and then it's about struggling to do other things, like talk about stories, or because I'm quite the imagination, I could probably make some good stories, so I should probably focus on that sort of thing, poetry and possibly and other things like that, and also about more doing things, not just thinking about things, actually taking action to get things done, which is what I'm trying to do now with my YouTube channel. I mean, because I wanted to set up a YouTube channel from like November 2018, I think it was, or December 2018, something like that, maybe even before then. and I always procrastinate. I thought, well, it'd be great to talk about my ideas or thoughts and things like that. And it took me till like this year in 2019, of course. I think it was just after my birthday when I actually set up my own account, and then I didn't have a camera. And then my mum kindly let me borrow a laptop, but I thought, I don't know how I'm going to record videos now. And then I suddenly saw it's got a live camera thing on it, so I suddenly realised that I can record videos live. And I think, I'm not sure what you guys think, but being live, it's like kind of, sorry if I'm waffling, but being live, it's kind of like authentic. As I said, I don't use cue cards or anything like that. I do think of the ideas to try and be a bit more coherent if I can, and I do try to write them and think them through. And I often think about what I want to say in YouTube videos and what sort of things I want to do in my plans. So, but I'm finally taking action on some of these ideas, so I think that's a really good thing. Sorry if I keep drinking my tea in between, because I want to finish this video. I don't want it to be too long. Then I want to finish my tea and before it gets cold, and then have a shower and stuff like that. I went in my previous videos, I was talking about, because it's a new month, I want to have a shave and stuff like that. But I went to the barber, and my own fault, but I was too late, so I didn't manage to get there. It was closed. So maybe tomorrow I'll go for a shave, because it's like if I shave, I cut myself. Or at the moment, I don't know where I put my razors and all that. So, but yeah, so I want to talk about my political views about how I think that taxation. I'll say this is a controversial idea: socialists, communists, or whatever. Please forgive me if you're one of those people. That's fine, but I think they're not going to agree with my views about tax. It's a difficult issue. Like I say, I've been unemployed for so long. I sort of rely on tax, so it is hard to sort of bash tax. But I do think there is an inconvenient truth about tax, which is, and I think many people in America say this about libertarians, even in this country, but especially in America, which is more right wing, that tax is a stealing. I think. Again, if you look at it in another situation, if I came to you and I said, or someone came to you and they said, I want to send you your money. If you don't pay me, then I'm going to fine you even more. Then, sorry to repeat my points, but then if you don't pay that, I'm going to lock you up, or I think the equivalent, like I'm going to tie you up and all that. I don't mean, as I said, I don't mean that in a kinky way, but if someone said that, wouldn't you think that was kind of stealing? But I think it's something we take for granted and say, excuse me, sorry, that we say that the government needs to do that to raise. And I mean, I accept that if you have a different opinion, or if you think that taxation is really important or necessary, which is fine, I accept your opinion. I think maybe it is. I don't know, but well, maybe it is. How else would you pay for services? But I've heard, in an ideal world, for me, it wouldn't be taxed. It would be probably people in schools would be taught to be as ethical, as empathetic as possible for those who are worse off. So some people might say that's very idealistic and it's not going to work, because it's relying on people being generous and being ethical, which obviously, as I say, doesn't always work. But I think if they were taught in schools, then maybe excuse me, maybe people wouldn't have to be forced to give money to tax. It would be like something they'd give to charity, and I think charity to me is better because it's more choice. But some people might say you can't raise enough money through just charity. And I suppose many would say that taxes are necessary. So, as I say, I'd love to hear your opinions. I hope that, as ever, I hope that we polite. But I'm afraid for any socialists or communists, I am quite a believer in free will, not having too much tax or anything like that, and have the lowest possible tax. But as I say, a lot of these YouTube videos themselves will raise money to cut people's taxes and to help poor people in other ways, like building more homes and all that. If I made enough profits to help those to do that. So, but yeah, if a socialist or communist or someone on the left, if you like, watches this video and thinks that disagrees with me, that's fine, as I say. But also, I think we have the same goal. I was going to say this one point. I was going to say we have the same goal of helping people, but the thing is, it's how we do so, and in doing so, excuse me, sorry. In doing so, I think that I prefer the free choice way, but we still have the same goal. Hopefully, if socialists mean what they say about helping homeless people and helping disabled people and helping other people, I think we do have the same goal about helping people. I'd love everyone to have a home, enough to eat, enough to drink, which I've talked about before. It's just how do we do that? And to me, it's how do we do that without violating people's free choice and without forcing them to help other people, but by giving each other choice. I might end this video quick soon because I don't want it to be. It's already quite like 15 minutes long. So good job I have the timer and the order to tell me. But I have waffled on. But yes, as ever, I'd love to hear your opinions. If you are a libertarian or someone a bit more right wing, or again libertarian, or someone who's a bit more conservative, then hopefully you'll give this video a like. But even socialists, maybe, hopefully they'll still support this channel, because as I say, I'm going to make videos hopefully about supporting homeless people, helping homeless people, and things like that. So I still hope as many people as possible will support the channel, both right and left wing, and amicably agree to disagree, but share their opinions. Peace and love.